All right. We just went live, so some people should be able to start joining here soon.
I wonder if we're gonna get my everyone girl. Can't remember her name.
There are some like regulars that come on here and like
Start recognizing the names, right?
Yeah, you start recognizing the names, but then I've also had some people like after we've done these who've reached out to me on LinkedIn just to like ask general questions. Yeah, just they'll like friend me on LinkedIn and just ask like some general questions. And then of course I tell them they need to talk to somebody in their build area, but it's super fun. Got a couple minutes before we start. Hello to those of you that are joining us already. Gonna give people a couple of minutes to get on and then we'll get started.
I'm so excited for you to show this house.
Me too.
It's so cute. I love what they did.
I do too. I think they did a really good job. I like these new photos that we have scrolling on the website.
Yeah, I just had actually a pretty good question. For everybody that's watching this, if you want to share this with friends or maybe a spouse or a partner, all of our virtual tours are recorded and they are posted on the Adair YouTube channel. So there's a whole bunch up there, lots of them with Justina and myself, and you can spend time watching virtual tours.
Yeah. And I think if people subscribe to the channel, when something new is posted, they'll get alerted too.
Oh, I should do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smart.
Yes, you should.
Yes, I should.
All right. So it looks like we're hitting noon. Do we have quite a few people on, or?
We do, and there's
still
people popping in. So let's give maybe another minute or so.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm not recognizing any names today.
You're not?
Well, I recognize just one.
Oh.
That would be Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
The trees are so beautiful outside. They're finally turning.
I know.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love driving and seeing the bright reds.
Yeah, I just hate getting out of my car because it's cold.
That's what heated seats are for.
Oh yeah, yeah, but those don't live outside the car. All right, well, it looks like we're at 12:01, so we're gonna get started here. Thank you so much to everybody that has joined so far. I'm sure more people will trickle in during the lunch hour. My name is Justina Thorson. I am a home ownership counselor for Adair out of our Southwest Washington branch, which is located in Woodland, Washington. And I will be guiding you through our virtual open house today. And then our co-host is...
Hi, my name is Brenda Lukes, and I am here in the Southwest location as well at Woodland. I will be answering your questions today, or at least putting them out to the crowd so that everybody gets the answer. It's always great to ask questions on this platform. So if you hover at the bottom of your screen, you will see a Q&A. Please pop your questions in there and we will just interrupt Justina throughout the role here and answer all those questions.
Yes. This definitely is more fun with more questions. So even if you think other people don't want to hear your questions, they do. They really do. And we really want to hear them and we want to answer them. So please, please, please ask questions today. I am going to start by taking you to our Adair Homes website. There are a couple of things that I just want to point out on here before we go into the tour of the house. And that is this little lovely function down here at the bottom where you can actually schedule an appointment to meet with a home ownership counselor in your area. So today we're mainly going to be focusing on this one home, but we have over 50 floor plans, and you can also make an appointment to go over what this process looks like if you haven't already. So that's a great place to be aware of on the website. And then also one thing that I love about our website is we are transparent about our pricing. So a lot of people will ask questions about pricing. All you have to do is go onto our website, and right here, you can select where you would be building and change it to the correct area. And then once you start going into our floor plans, you will see that we have all of our floor plans on the website with starting prices. So the home we are going to be touring today is our Oswego floor plan, which is 1,952 square feet. And in Southwest Washington, it starts at about $258,000. This is the lovely Oswego floor plan. It comes in multiple exterior looks. So we have 6 choices for the exterior for this floor plan. The first one is the classic. So that is going to be a very simple exterior look. No trim around your windows or garage door. Just very, very classic and simple. We also have the Traditions exterior, which is, that is going to be the exterior look of the home that we are going to be showing today for our virtual tour. So a little bit more, as Brenda calls it, bells and whistles on the exterior. Doesn't change anything on the inside. So I do want to point that out. All of these homes come with our standard features unless you choose to upgrade things in the inside of the home. Your signature look, the stone is optional. So you can actually add the stone to any exterior look of the home. It doesn't have to be the signature look. You will get a little bit more bells and whistles on the exterior as well, such as your garage door, window trim on all sides of the home, things like that. This is going to be the impressions elevation. The most drastic change with this elevation is going to be the roof line. So you get a hip roof here. So people that like that look tend to go with the impressions. We have the Craftsman Exterior, which is one of my personal favorites. This gives you some cedar shake in your gables, more wood accents, as well as lookout beams and a upgraded garage door and front door as well. And then to our beloved farmhouse exterior.
That was my favorite.
Yep, I know. So this is very clean looking as well. You have this lovely detail above your garage door, which I call an eyebrow. I don't know what the real term is, but to me, it looks like an eyebrow above the garage door. And then you have your board and batt siding. So very nice, clean, fresh look.
Justina?
Yes.
Before you hop on, I'm going to interrupt you right off the bat. We have a question regarding the difference between the signature and the impressions.
Okay.
They are curious as if the height of the interior great room is affected. And they also want to know the slope change, which I'm pretty sure we don't have our access to right off the bat, the slope change between the roofs from the signature to the impressions.
The roof pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it right off the bat, but I could grab
Let me look.
So let's see here. So the interior great room, like the wall height or the ceiling height throughout the home is going to be 8 feet, regardless of what exterior look of the home you choose. You do have the option to go to a 9-foot plate height. And you do have the option for vaulted ceilings. However, you will not have that option with the impressions elevation. So you cannot do a vaulted ceiling with that hip roof. Does that answer their question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The roof pitch, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think for the signature, it's going to be a 212. I don't know what it is for the impressions.
So I know that the gable pitch for the traditions and signature is a 612 for our gable pitch, but I do not know what the pitch changes for the impressions.
Okay, I don't either. Yeah, 612. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. I would say if they have a home
We got stumped.
What?
We finally got stumped.
That's fine. Usually it's the vinyl floor that stumps us. All right, and then let's go to the floor plan here. So this is actually the floor plan for the Oswego. So what customers really love about this floor plan is you have a 2-car garage, but you also have a shop area. So a nice extended garage, open floor plan, 3 bedrooms plus a den, 2 full bathrooms, and a nice laundry room off of your garage here. And I do want to point out that all of our floor plans are customizable. So if you liked this floor plan, but there were a few changes that you would like to make, you absolutely can do that. Your home ownership counselor can work with you to create a red line and make changes as you see fit to make it fit your family's needs. So the family's home that we are going to be looking at today is the LaFranc family. And I just love these two. They are sweet as can be, and their home is absolutely stunning in my opinion. They left the home very standard as far as the floor plan goes. They didn't make a lot of changes. The main structural changes that they did make that you'll see in this video is that they did add a patio cover off of the back out of their dining area. And they also have vaulted ceilings as well as a 9-foot plate height. So they have nice big open ceilings. Do we have any other questions yet?
Not yet.
All right, so we are going to roll into this video, and I am actually going to talk through it as we go. Still feel free to ask questions and interrupt me as we're going. And then at the end, before we all say goodbye, I will be sure to run it through so that we can watch it without interruption.
That's awesome looking.
Isn't this beautiful? So
yeah.
One thing that I do want to point out is the owner of this home did choose to paint themselves the interior and the exterior. This front door that they have is actually a paint grade door, and they painted it to make it look like wood to save some money as opposed to upgrading to a wood front door, but that you could do a stained grade front door instead. They also did that with the garage door as well. They wanted it to have a wood look. This video is fast. So we're going into the entryway. Wow. Let's back up here. Let's look at this amazing detail in the entry. So this was a homeowner item. They actually did this themselves and added this wainscoting to the home. It is something that is very simple to do.
It's beautiful.
It's so pretty. I love the black and the white. And they did upgrade the flooring throughout their home. So we're not going to see any standard flooring. So this is actually a laminate floor that they chose to go with. And this is going to be the den at the front of the home, just right off the entryway. They did choose to do some trim upgrades. So I'm just going to stop here on this window. So our window standard come drywall wrapped. This customer chose to add a windowsill and apron to the bottom of all their windows throughout the home. They also upgraded from our Colonial trim package to our Craftsman trim package. So you'll be able to see that on the doors. And they also upgraded their hardware to black hardware.
What's the difference, Justina, between Colonial trim and Craftsman?
So the Colonial trim is going to be like beveled, and the Craftsman trim is going to be just more of a flat trim.
Are the baseboards taller?
Is it what?
Are the baseboards actually taller than the Colonial trim?
Yes, the baseboards will be a little bit taller as well. And then we do have our architectural trim set, which is a little bit more ornate, and the baseboards are even taller than the Craftsman trim. So it just kind of depends on what you like.
If anyone's interested in the flooring, the customer chose a laminate Shaw by Shaw, and it's called Emergence Plus in the color Origin. It's really pretty.
It's very pretty. This customer did choose to add some windows. So one thing about our floor plans, how I said they're customizable, you can choose to add windows in the home. So this customer chose to add these 2 windows. They're 2x2s, and they're going to look really cute with a bed there.
It's a nice size master.
Lots of outlets. That gives you a good idea of what the Craftsman trim looks like through this door passing here. And then this is going to take us into the master bath. So this master bath, they upgraded the flooring from our standard vinyl flooring to a luxury vinyl plank flooring. Stop on this vanity here. We are going to have upgraded countertops to a granite. So I think it's called Nero Mist. Is that what it's called?
Correct.
You see that? So it's a black granite, but it is actually a matte finish. It looks really shiny in this video, but it is a matte finish. And then they went with our standard vanity sinks. So they're above mount porcelain oval sinks. They look beautiful. These are going to be our upgraded matte black plumbing fixtures. Our standard white glossy subway tile backsplash. So you do get 2 rows of a subway tile standard, and you can select either a glossy white or a glossy ivory. This customer had us actually not install mirrors in the bathrooms in the home, and they chose to install their own mirrors. And these are also their own light fixtures.
Justina, we have a quick question. A customer would like to know if you can just plumb for a bath but not install it.
Okay, so we would do that if you wanted to just do a shower in the master suite, and then the area that we typically put a bathtub, we could actually do a rough-in and cap it underneath the floor. And then later on, you could come in and you could put in your own bathtub, but you would have to have a shower in there at least to get your certificate of occupancy. Does that answer that question?
Perfect.
All right. How clean and airy is this bathroom?
I love it.
So they did do the master bath upgrade. So they have a separate fiberglass shower and a separate soaker tub. And then this is taking us into, oh my goodness, you guys, I can't keep up with this video.
There's that shower. Whoa, stop it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is our fiberglass shower, okay? And you could just put this in the home without the tub if you wanted to. You'll see there's 2 little benches there, so you can shave your legs nice and easy or sit down and let the water run on you if you want to do that. And then you'll see over to our right, the toilet has its own little area. I love this color scheme that they did. It is so clean looking. Those are going, oh my goodness. Those are going to be our matte black bath accessories. So you do have the option to put in matte black towel bars and rings and toilet paper holders if you like that matte black look. I know that seems to be pretty popular for the modern farmhouse. Thank you, Joanna Gaines. So we're gonna go back out of the master suite now. We're gonna come into the great room. This customer does have some built-in shelving units that they actually did as a homeowner item. They did these shelves themselves. And then you'll see that they have added some can lights in the great room. And there is the
Oh,
kitchen.
so pretty.
So pretty. Where are we going?
Justina, we do have a quick question back to the bathroom.
Yes.
The customer wants to know if that toilet area, the water closet comes standard with a door, or is it just hidden behind the shower wall?
It comes standard. It comes standard with a door on it. It was just not visible in the video.
And that is just for the specific floor plan. So some floor plans just have the toilet next to the shower or next to the sink area. It would be determined based on the floor plan.
Yep. Yep. And then if it's not in its own closet in that particular floor plan, we can absolutely rearrange the bathroom and make it so that the toilet is contained in its own closet as well. So that's a possibility. It's a good question. This is going to take us into the second bathroom. So they did the same finishes in this bathroom as in their primary suite. This is going to be a great shot here of our standard tub shower combo. So it is a fiberglass one-piece unit. So you are not going to have any seams in it, no grout lines, which is very low maintenance and easy to clean. And then you're also going to see, this is our comfort height toilet. So you can upgrade your toilets to be a little bit taller. I'm not exactly sure how tall they are, but it's a very inexpensive upgrade if that's something that's important to you. We're going into one of the bedrooms now. And then you don't show it. The closet.
The owners paint, Justina, the owners painted the inside all on their own. Did they do it or did they have a third party?
No, they're painting it on their own. So you will see there are certain areas where there's a little touch up that they're going to be doing, but I think they did a really great job, especially with black paint. I would be so scared to trim my house out in black myself and not hire a professional to do it. All right, this is the mechanical room. So you will see that the HVAC system is actually in this mechanical room. And I know we get a lot of questions as to whether or not this can be moved out into the garage. And the answer is, if you are building in the state of Washington or the state of Oregon, no, it cannot. I am not sure the rules for Idaho or Arizona if we have anybody from those states joining us today, but in Oregon or Washington, it has to be in a conditioned space. So you would be keeping it in a mechanical room. The nice thing about this mechanical room, though, is you do have some storage as well. If you saw those shelves off to the left, and those are all going to be MDF shelves. We are not using any wire racking in any closets or pantries when you build with Adair. Look at that view.
Wow.
This home is actually built in Woodland, Washington. So beautiful out there. And this is going to be the kitchen. So as you see, they used the same finishes throughout the home. So they kept it very uniform. They upgraded to white cabinets. So painted cabinets are an option. We have a nice single bowl stainless steel sink that's undermounted with that granite countertop. And they upgraded to our gourmet kitchen appliances. So our gourmet kitchen appliances are all built into your cabinetry. You get a dishwasher, a cooktop in gas or electric, 2 built-in ovens, as well as a built-in microwave and a hood above your cooktop.
Justina, after you finish the video, would there be an opportunity to show our customers that are online right now any of the standard lights and standard features?
Yes, we can, if I can find it on the website.
Cool.
Because we do have a landing page for that. So this is going to be the back of the home, the exterior. So when we were looking at the different elevation styles, this is a traditions exterior. So you only get window trim on the front of the home. So you'll see on the sides and back of this home, there is no trim around the windows. And that is because it is the traditions exterior. With the signature, you would receive exterior trim on your windows. And then they added the patio cover, which does come with can lights.
Wow, that's pretty.
And then their garage door, they did this faux wood look themselves with paint. And so that was more economical for them than purchasing a wood garage door, because as we know, those are very expensive.
Justina, one of the questions that I have regarding the kitchen was, is that island a standard island or was it extended?
No, that is actually the standard island that comes with the home.
Okay.
So that was standard. They didn't customize that at all. Do we have any other questions, or should I let it play all the way through?
Do you have any information that you can share with us on what the Owner to Do program looks like? Did these customers do the Owner to Do program or turnkey?
Yeah, so there are a couple of options when you're building to either manage your own site development of your property or to put that in Adair's hands with our turnkey program. This customer decided to manage their own site development. So they hired their own excavator. They hired, their own subcontractors to do all of the utilities on the property, and that they did very well with that. That was a very good program for them. We do understand that sometimes site development can just be really overwhelming for people, or you just don't have the time to deal with it. So we do offer our turnkey program where we will take over the management of your site development for your property. It is a package that we can add on to the home that you would pay for. And it makes it where you don't have to be as involved. So I think people tend to like that as well. Brenda, what do you think? Would you say more of your customers tend to handle their own site development?
Yeah, I think the majority of my customers really enjoy the site development. It gives them a true sense of ownership and having a hand at the build.
Yeah, and it does save some money too. So it does put customers in a better equity position, which I feel like is why it's one of the reasons why people end up building, is because they want that equity in the home as well. So it does help with that. Are there any other questions about site development that are popping up?
I do have a customer that's curious to know what the typical cost of adding a basement would be. So we might want to define basement first.
Yeah. Okay. So basements are fun. We do daylight basements or a walkout basement, depending on where you're from. People call it different things. That is the price point is really going to depend on where you're building, as well as the topography of the property that we are doing the daylight basement on. So I would say on average around $100 a square foot. And then it could go up or down depending on if you're doing a finished daylight basement or an unfinished daylight basement and where you're building. And when we do daylight basements, we do go down a custom home path so that we are designing the home directly to the property that you're building on. So that makes it more cost effective, I feel like, as well.
Justina, I have a question for you. What was the duration of this build?
So this Oswego home specifically?
Let's just talk about the average build time.
So the average build time is around 160 days from the time your foundation is poured. You're going to have some lead time leading up to that to get through permitting and get your site development done. And that is going to be anywhere from 4 to 5 months, depending on the jurisdiction. I know there are some counties that will take much longer, but I would say it's safe in today's market and the times that we're in to plan on about a year timeline.
Justina, can we go back to the kitchen? I have quite a few questions regarding the kitchen itself.
Yep, let's do that. Here we go.
That's perfect. Sorry, I can't even talk. A couple of questions. The island was extended, it looks like, for a very small lip. It doesn't show that actually on the plans. And there was a question about whether that island was extended or not. It looks like it was extended just a very small amount, like maybe 6 inches. Can you explain how some of our islands are that are typically a little bit larger and have that nice overhang?
So you can custom option an island to have a larger overhang if you want. We did not. Yeah, we didn't do a custom option for this island. So this was just the island that was in the plan. But if you wanted there to be a larger overhang, that's something you can custom option. You could custom option sides onto the island. You can make it larger. You can make it smaller. You could move the sink into the island if you wanted to. So we do have a lot of options for islands. We do square, rectangle, angled. We have raised bar islands. So it really just depends on what you want. And I would say what I always ask customers to do is to bring me photos because you can sit there and describe an island to me all you want. And I could be way off as to what you are trying to accomplish. So the best thing to do with your home ownership counselor, if you know exactly what you want, bring us a picture of it and we'll just custom option for the island to look exactly like that island, whether it be the shape or a bar or the amount of overhang you want or waterfall edges or whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Bring in photos if you find a photo of exactly what you want. And that's not just regarding the kitchen island. That's really regarding anything in the home. If you have something very specific that you are wanting to achieve, pictures are so helpful to us as home ownership counselors. I can't stress that enough. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I have another question for you regarding the kitchen.
Okay.
Can you explain the difference between a standard and a gourmet kitchen, please?
Absolutely. So your standard kitchen is going to be a Whirlpool appliance package. Okay. You will receive a dishwasher with this package. You will receive a microwave hood, above your stove oven combo. The standard package is going to be electric, and you can upgrade that to a gas stovetop if you like, if you have propane or gas on your property. If you don't, you would just get the glass electric cooktop. Okay.
And what colors are they available in?
They are stainless steel appliances. And then you would supply your own refrigerator. With any appliance package that you purchase from Adair, you will supply your own refrigerator. It will be plumbed and wired so that you can have a refrigerator with an ice maker or a water filtration system or whatever kind of refrigerator you want. And then our gourmet appliances come in Whirlpool or KitchenAid. They are also stainless steel, and they're going to be more like what you see here. So the two built-in ovens, the glass electric cooktop if you have electric on the property. You can also have a gas range if you have propane or natural gas on the property. You will get the hood above the cooktop, a built-in microwave, which is actually missing out of this picture. That's that hole in the cabinetry above one of the wall ovens. That's where your built-in microwave goes. And then you also receive a dishwasher. And one thing about the dishwasher is I'm pretty sure our KitchenAid dishwasher has a stainless steel interior, and the Whirlpool does not. So I know that's something that comes up as being important to quite a few folks. So that's one thing to keep in mind about the appliances as well.
Justina, can you talk a little bit about the countertops in the kitchen? What comes standard, and are the counters that we're seeing here standard?
Absolutely. So our standard countertops throughout the home are Wilson Art laminate countertops. What you see in this house is a granite countertop. The lovely thing about your upgrade options is that you can pick and choose where and what you want to upgrade. So if you just want to upgrade your kitchen to quartz or granite, you can do that, and you can leave your bathrooms in the standard laminate if you chose to do so. This customer happened to want everything to look the same, so they upgraded all of their countertops in the home to this granite option.
What if they have their own appliances?
If you have your own appliances, you are more than welcome to bring them. One thing that I will say is if your appliances are built in like you see here, please make sure you let us know that so we can configure the cabinetry to fit the appliances. Your home ownership counselor might ask for specs on them. Don't be surprised. They're just wanting to make sure that we have everything fitted to accompany the appliances you bring. But you absolutely can install your own appliances, and then we would just give you a credit for the standard appliances. And we'll also need to know if they're gas or electric. So you'll want to know that ahead of time too.
Justina, what lights are standard that we're looking at here?
So in the kitchen, your standard lights are going to be cam lights. The amount of cam lights that you receive in the kitchen is going to depend on the actual floor plan. And then you can add pendant lights above the island. These pendant lights were actually installed by the customer. So what they did is they took out the pendant lights and put in their own. You also have the option to do a pre-wire for pendant lights above the island and then add your own. So that is something that you could also do. And then we also have the option to add under cabinet lighting. So if you want your countertops to be lit up for, prepping food, we can add that as well.
Cool.
Any other questions?
I have a question about our covered patio.
Oh, okay. I think we'll.
They are curious as to how much extra that covered patio option might be.
Okay. Well, at the time that this customer built, their patio cover was a 14-foot by 12-foot, and they spent $7,200. I would say that right now, it will cost more than that. So you're probably looking at around, I would say, 15,000 for a covered patio of that size. And it will come with the can lights. It will be in the same elevation as the home, so it will match the home. And then you will be responsible, if you choose to do your own site development, to either put in a concrete pad, if you would like a concrete pad, or if you need to have a deck there, you would be responsible for putting in your own deck. And what we would do is we would put in a deck ledger board so that you have a place to attach the deck to the actual home. And patio covers will range in price based on the exterior look that we're building it to, as well as the size. And if our standard patio cover that comes with the home isn't the size that you're wanting, we can custom option to make it larger or smaller, or really whatever is going to fit your needs.
Awesome. Fire your questions at us, folks.
I was going to see if I can, minimize this and then find on our website the standard features.
I think it'll be under home planning and home design. Bathrooms, there you go.
Okay, so this is going to give you a look at our standard kitchen appliances, the Whirlpool stainless steel that we were talking about. Notice that it's an electric glass cooktop. This is your microwave hood that will be above your stove, and then your dishwasher. And then you would supply your own refrigerator. This is going to be your gourmet package in the Whirlpool. So you would get 2 of these built-in ovens, the hood, your cooktop in gas or electric, a microwave built into the cabinetry, as well as your dishwasher. And you're going to see that there, if you go to our website, you can scroll through, there are going to be 4 options. This is the electric option for the Whirlpool. And this is your KitchenAid option, and that is going to be the gas option, and it comes in an electric option as well. So it really just depends on what your preference is. Oh, there it shows you the 2. And then really you're able to customize your kitchen however you want. So we have many backsplashes to choose from, many cabinetry options, cabinet hardware, plumbing fixtures. The possibilities are pretty endless, especially when you come to us with your own ideas. So these are just some ideas for kitchens with different options. This is a really beautiful kitchen with knotty alder. If you're not into painted cabinetry, which it seems like most of these pictures are painted cabinets. And then let's go to the bathrooms. And this is going to go over options for your bathrooms. So you can choose what kind of countertops you want. It's not going to have to match your kitchen. You can pick and choose what you want to do in your different rooms. And then flooring, the options that you're going to have for flooring in bathrooms, we get this question a lot. You can put in vinyl floors, our standard vinyl floors, into full bathrooms.
Which is in that picture.
Yep, that is what is in that picture, is a standard vinyl. It's our hive, either swarm or pollen. It kind of looks like a little honeycomb. And then we also have tile options, as well as luxury vinyl plank. You cannot put engineered hardwood or laminate flooring into your bathrooms if they are full bathrooms. So that's pretty too. And then you have the option of different tubs and showers in the bathroom. So this is going to be a tile look. So we didn't see that in this home. We actually saw 2 separate fiberglass pieces. And then this would be if you did it in all tile. We have a lot of different tile options from Emser to choose from to build out and customize your bathroom. This is going to be a roll-in shower option, and you can see that there's been a seat added as well as some grab bars. And so that is something that we are able to accommodate if needed in the home. And then this is going to be that standard tub shower combo. This is also going to show you the standard backsplash and our standard mirrors that we put in the bathrooms if you do not choose to put in your own mirrors, as well as a laminate countertop.
Justina, what is vinyl plank?
Vinyl plank is a flooring that is, it's basically installed almost like a laminate or a hardwood floor, but it's very durable. So it actually has a waterproofing layer to it, which is why we can put it in full bathrooms because it's not a wood product. You have anything else to add to that?
No, I think you're doing great. I do have a question about design.
Okay.
How long does it generally take to get through the design phase with Adair Homes?
Ooh,
good question.
That is a very good question, and that depends on a few factors, I would say. So the design phase could mean many things. If you are doing a fully custom home, your design phase is probably going to take a little bit longer because we are designing a floor plan from scratch. And then you're also going to be designing the actual interior finishes. So I would say that process, if you are going custom, takes probably 6 weeks on average, would you say? I think that's doing it at a consistent pace. And then I would say if you are going with one of our floor plans, it's really dependent on you how long it's going to take. As home ownership counselors, we want to get you going. And you might think we're kind of annoying actually, but that can take a lot less time. So I have had customers who haven't changed anything with their plans for the home. I'm going to run this while I'm talking just so you can see how beautiful this house is again. But I've had customers who haven't changed anything on the interior, like structurally move the floor plan around, and they've been able to come in and pick out their finishes in just a couple of hours. So your design period could take, a week or two. But if you're doing some customizing to the floor plans that we have, it does take about 5 to 7 business days to get pricing back on those options. So you would want to plan on maybe 2 to 3 weeks, probably, depending on your schedule. But I would say it's fairly quick. One thing that allows us to do the design portion so quickly is that we actually have design centers at our location. So we aren't sending you to the tile store, and we're not sending you to the flooring store, and we're not sending you to a countertop store to pick out your finishes. You're actually getting to do it all in one place with your homeownership counselor and piece everything together at one time. And so it makes it really efficient, not just convenient to our customers, but it makes it really efficient as well, because we can price everything while we're here at our office with our design center. So
do you know if they're going to paint the woodwork in this room black?
They're supposed to.
I can see the tape, so they're probably getting ready to paint it.
Yep, they're supposed to paint it black.
It's a nice big closet.
Yeah, I like the closet. I love that there's no wire rack shelving in any of the closets.
Do we have any more questions, folks? We got about 10 minutes that we can spend with you answering questions with anything that has to do with Adair and our process. We'd love to help you and answer. And if you have a question, just answer it, because someone else probably has the same question.
More than likely, that tends to happen. So I got to see this home in person, and I really just don't feel like the video does it justice. I mean, it's beautiful on video, but seeing it in person, this great room with this vaulted ceiling and the 9-foot ceilings is just so, it's so open and airy, and it's really bright on the inside. It's so nice.
Did Adair Homes install their cabinetry?
No, they actually did those built-ins themselves in the great room. But we do have the option to customize entertainment centers. So if you want floating shelves or cabinetry, and we can absolutely do that. One thing that this customer did not put in their home is a fireplace. We do have many options for fireplaces. So typically on that wall where they did their built-ins, people would add a fireplace, and we have the option to do propane, natural gas, wood burning. So there are a lot of options for that as well, if you would prefer that as a focal point as opposed to a built-in entertainment center.
How come there are no shower doors?
So this customer did not want shower doors. They are doing curtains. And they may end up putting in their own glass shower doors, but for now they're going with shower curtains.
So is that a standard pole?
Yep. It is a oil rubbed bronze colored one, but they also, this customer really, they wanted the shower curtains because they didn't want to clean shower doors. So that's also why they went with our fiberglass soaker tub and our fiberglass shower in the master suite, is because they didn't want to be cleaning tile grout. So they just thought it was lower maintenance to do the fiberglass.
Justina, did this video show any interior shots of the garage?
It didn't. It didn't show that.
Now in this particular garage, they did turn the garage door to the side entry. Mm-hmm. And there is a shop in this garage, right?
Yes, there is a shop in this garage. They did a side load garage just because of the way the home sits on the property. It's easier to access on the end of the home as opposed to the front of the home. So that is absolutely something that can be done. And what I would say is, you know, once you enter the process of building with Adair Homes, we are going to come out and evaluate your property based on the home that you want to build on it. And so if we come out and it just doesn't make sense for the garage door to be on the front of the home and we need to move it on the side, we're going to customize that home to fit your property. And I would say, you know, that's a really important part of the process, is that site visit. You get to know the superintendent gets to know your property, and we just make sure that the home that you're wanting to build is going to be a good fit for that property.
Justina, I have a question regarding the driveway. Yes. And the outside work. Is that part of the design plan?
That is going to be a homeowner to do item. However, you can design that with your own subcontractor. So the really nice thing about getting to do your own driveway and concrete work is there are a lot of different types of concrete that you can do. You can do brushed concrete, you can do aggregate, you could do a gravel driveway if you didn't want concrete. You could do my favorite, which is flagstone, as Brenda knows. So you have a lot of different options. And when you work with your own subcontractor, you know, the exterior of your home can be a design phase in itself that you get to create with your landscaping and your flat work or decking or whatever it is you choose to do. You have endless possibilities with that.
Cool.
But the home will not come with a driveway. So if your property doesn't have a driveway, you're going to have to punch a driveway. It at least needs to be gravel so that we can get our trucks up there so that we can build your house.
Any other questions?
There's got to be more questions. We didn't do that great of a job. All right.
Yep, looks like that is going to be it for our questions today. What if people want to get a hold of us or have their questions come up afterwards?
Okay, let's go to our website here. So on the bottom of the website, there is this contact area, okay? And there is a button here to schedule an appointment. So if you go in here, you can actually input all your information and somebody from our lovely online sales team will actually reach out to you and schedule an appointment with a home ownership counselor in your build area so that you can come in, learn all about the process. If the location that you're going to has a model home, you'll be able to tour that as well as the design center and really get the process started. And then you will see, if you look further, this goes over all of our locations. So currently we're in Arizona, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. And it looks like we are coming soon in Utah. I'm not really sure when that is happening, but we build in all of these areas. So you would just kind of see where you're building. You can kind of hover and it outlines the area that that branch covers. And that's who you'd want to talk to. I think that's it. If we don't have any other questions, we could probably let people go. Do you see any more popping up?
No more questions.
All right. Well, I am going to stop sharing my screen. And I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us. I hope that this really piqued your interest and got you excited to start the process of building your home if you're not in process already, and reach out to the home ownership counselor you're working with, or if you don't have one already, get online, schedule an appointment. If you are looking in the Southwest Washington area, feel free to reach out to myself or Brenda. We are more than happy to answer questions for you and make sure we get you set up with somebody here who can meet with you as soon as possible. So that being said, thank you so much. Had a great time with you today during this lunch hour, and have a great rest of your week.
Bye, thanks for joining.